KTAR News presents Get Outdoors Rookie Camp with Mike Russell.
Here we go. It's Get Outdoors Rookie Camp. Today we have Monica Lindstrom, KTAR and Arizona Sports legal analyst. She is going to learn how to fire a handgun for personal protection. Now, I actually asked you a few months ago what type of firearm you have in your home for home protection, and you said?
I don't know exactly what it is. I know it's there. I know how to get to it, but I don't know what kind it is.
And I asked you if you had ever fired it, and you said?
What? No, are you kidding? I've never needed to.
So we come here to the pros at Scottsdale Gun Club, and Tim Forshee is with us. Tim Forshee is an attorney as well. This is my legal team, by the way. He's an attorney as well. He's a CCW instructor here. He's a competitive shooter, and you're going to walk Monica through the paces.
We are. We're going to do everything we can to get her to where she needs to be today, hopefully. You bet.
All right, let's go in and see what we can do. So we were lucky enough to have Tim Forshee take us into the titanium room at the Scottsdale Gun Club. And the day started with a safety briefing for even myself, an experienced shooter, and Monica, the newbie. When we got into the private range, there was a plethora of firearms laid out before her. She got to fire simple pistols all the way up to a fully automatic machine gun. So we wanted to start safety first as usual. We got you in on the handguns. How did you feel right out of the gates?
Well, I felt fine. I mean, Tim was a great instructor. You were right there laughing at me the whole way, so that made me feel very comfortable. But no, I was comfortable. I felt like I was in good hands. People were telling me what to do. I was listening to Tim. I did get an owie, though. I got an owie. There's not, it won't scar, but I did get an owie. And Tim gave me a Hello Kitty Band-Aid, so that made me feel just awesome.
In Get Outdoors Rookie Camp, the word owie will not be mentioned ever again, or Hello Kitty Band-Aid.
Really? I mean, I'm a girl. I'm allowed to bring that stuff up. Just saying.
No, actually you're not. So let's walk through. You started with the very first, which was an M&P Shield, I think you were shooting. And tell us the feel, tell us how your confidence level was, and then all the way to the first fire, because I know Tim walked you through every piece of from picking the gun up all the way up to fire.
Well, you know, it's a little bit intimidating when you're first learning how to do this. I mean, many people that already know how to shoot guns, you probably forgot the first times that you picked up a gun. So when we first got in there, I said, okay, Tim, remind me what I'm supposed to do, because I had met with him previously a couple months ago. And so he took me back through the simple steps of just picking up the gun and holding it properly, and the grip, and making sure that my finger wasn't on the trigger, that kind of stuff. So once you spent a couple minutes with me refreshing my memory about all of that, then I felt more comfortable. And then we got into my stance, you know, how are you standing, how you should stand, that kind of stuff. So once we got through how to hold the gun, how to stand, then it was the experience of actually pulling the trigger. Is that the right terminology?
Pulling the trigger is perfect, yes.
Oh, okay,
yes,
okay.
or firing the weapon.
Okay,
yes.
As we were getting ready to do that, though, there was somebody else in the range, and it's funny because I knew we were there, I knew the gun was going to go off, but I just wasn't quite ready for it, because when the other guy shot, then, you know, I jumped about 15 feet high. It was a little embarrassing, but that's okay, I'm a rookie.
He was shooting a hand cannon, essentially, is what he was shooting, about 3 slots down from us. But we started with the pistols, and we started to move up as your confidence went up. And I'll have to tell you, this girl can shoot. I thought it was a ringer deal. She said she hasn't shot before, but she was 10 ringing the entire time, all the way up through the progression. Then we got into the AR. We got into the AR-15, and let me tell you,
let me tell you, he had to try to prove that he was better than the rookie, so then he started getting involved to just kind of say, hey, Monica, it's okay, you're a rookie, calm down.
This was a suppressed AR-15. I have never fired a suppressed AR-15 in my life. I was a little excited, a little geeked up to do it, and we had a great time doing it. A little big for you, though. A little big for you. You weren't really comfortable holding the thing.
I could not hold it.
No.
I literally could not hold this thing. I think we pulled over a chair so I could sit down.
Yes.
And then we even rested it on the counter.
Yes.
And then my cheek just wouldn't quite go where it was supposed to go. So it was quite a cluster. But it was fun because I was able to fire it.
Yes. You had a good time, right?
It was fun, yeah.
And then we went to the big bad boy. We had the opportunity to fire a fully automatic machine gun. It was a blast. And then
it was a little scary. Just a little scary.
But we had proper supervision. We had an employee from Scottsdale Gun Club behind us at all times, holding our shoulders, making sure that we didn't lose control. Then we decided to get a little competition in, a little friendly competition.
Of course, because you had to show that you were better.
You have to understand that life in the outdoors is all about competition, so I let you pick our firearm, what we would be firing with if you wanted to use one and I would use the other.
Yes,
that's right.
I picked the super sexy gun, you called it.
The
sexiest
1911.
gun ever made is what he said.
1911s are the sexiest guns ever. Yes, and you chose that one.
And how'd I do?
You did great.
Thank you.
I was nervous. I'm not lying. I was nervous. Of course, ladies first. And then I went there. I was shaking. I thought I was going to lose all my street cred, all my outdoor cred. And then
he beat me though. It's okay. He beat me.
And then we went to the machine gun. Right back to the machine gun. It was every kind of awesome.
When I was playing with it before that, I would go. I didn't want to hold the whole thing down. This time he made me, because he wanted to show he was better.
No, I wanted you to experience that.
Yeah, okay. Good reframe.
And when it comes to these machine guns, it's all about weight. So I had the distinct advantage because that thing was moving her light frame everywhere, where I could put my 200 plus right into it. So it was fun though, was it not?
It was
fun.
an
experience. So Monica, what's your biggest takeaway from the day?
Well, I guess being a woman and putting on my lawyer hat, I would say that the biggest takeaway is if you're going to learn how to shoot, women especially, if you decide to do this, make sure that you hook up with a very good instructor and you take the time and give yourself the time to really learn how to do it. And don't go just once. You need to go several times so that you can get comfortable with this, because typically women, we're not comfortable with firearms. Some of us have been raised with it, but a lot of us have not. So find someone that you trust and who's very good at showing you what's necessary and what you need to do. That was probably the biggest takeaway. She's
Monica Lindstrom, and she fired her first arsenal of firearms right here on Get Outdoors Rookie Camp.
Get Outdoors Rookie Camp featuring Mike Russell on KTAR.FM.